hard in my entire career of
Yeah.
Dungeon World.
I put wings on one.
I didn't
Danny
know.
had me about pissing myself for a minute.
I didn't know Danny's character he drew had all that detail. I just saw the face, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But when I zoomed out, I was like, "Oh, it's a flaccid penis and everything. Everything's there."
So we're
We're at.
we're recording again, just as a heads up. All right, cool. Sorry about that.
Oh my
So
gosh.
to very quickly recap just what's barely happened.
Dicks everywhere.
Yeah, Mist. Mist read through his book, and
Mike, okay, we're recording, but we're not live, correct?
yeah, we're not live now.
Okay, I was gonna say because, dude, you're not live.
No, I'm just
I
doing the bare
don't see
minimum. I'll post it to YouTube later. So Mist was reading in his book of magical items, and he was telling us about the Bee Cloak. It was a cloak that has bees inside it, and it's apparently last known to be in a forest dungeon in the northern part of the continent in the Minotaur Nation. He was also telling us about the gloves of transference, which allows you to swap bodies, I believe, is what you said. Yep. And that's in some sand ruins in the southwest. And then also, you were talking about a key that can open any door, but like you can't remove whatever you've opened. So I mean that might be good for like
remove items from whatever you open.
So you could scout out a room and then leave it and then pick the lock or something. Who knows?
Yeah, or just open the door and walk through it and keep going.
Right.
But
Sure.
you're not taking
You just
anything
can't
with
take
you.
anything. Yeah, it's very like Aladdin-y, right? And that was last known to be in the hands of an ancient thieves guild. And then there's also this sort of cloak of sun or moon, which takes on attributes of those things and draws powers from them during those times of days. And that's on the 12th floor of the Deepcroft dungeon. Additionally, there's a Nullification Orb. And I'm so glad I didn't read what I was about to read because I wrote the actual place that it is. But it was last known to be in the hands of a very powerful dark elf wizard. And those are sort of the things in the first chapter of the book that he found. So all fun things for you guys to find and hopefully not die seeking.
I will die for a cloak of bees.
Yeah. And so then you guys were attempting to leave the chateau, and you were met with some resistance. The guards basically said no. And when you questioned Darren about it, Darren told you, you can leave, but you needed an armed escort because you're my guests, but you're not technically guests of the nation. You're not registered or anything like that. And so you're basically wards of his during this time. So you agreed to that, and you decided to set off. You didn't get very far into the city because where you're at is sort of the slums. When Mist asked one of the guards, "Hey, who controls the slums?" And with a very nice charisma roll, the guard was feeling amenable to answering his question, and was basically, and that's sort of where we left off, right? So the guard, tells you that that no one owns the slums. That they're just where the poorest of the people live. These are the miners and the servants' quarters type thing.
So nobody owns property here.
Well, I mean, the king owns all the property, right?
So nobody pays rent.
Yeah. They pay for the housing. They pay in taxes, right? So everyone pays taxes, and your taxes reflect your living status.
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, I fucking hate this place.
So he does say that Darren has been given the task of overseeing some amount of restoration of this area. And he goes on, because you were pretty friendly. He goes on sort of to further say that it's really in an effort to keep Darren here in the capital. Darren wants to return back to wherever it is he was back in Ugrin, but the king wants to keep him close, given the murder of the eldest son. So yeah, and I mean that's sort of the information you get about this area.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking a fireball will solve Darren's problems.
You know?
I want to go buy things from the finest merchant in the city.
Okay, so and you say that to the guard.
Yes.
The guard says that they could possibly take you to the finer part of the city, but you may be met with some prejudice, given that you're not dwarves, and so he just sort of warns you against that.
I don't care. Let's go.
So about this time, you guys are passing through the market that is in the slums area, and they have a tavern and inn in the center, and then there's several vendors and stuff in this area. And do you want to do anything while you're there as you're walking through? Anyone want to grab a snack or look at wares or anything in the slums?
Simba's gone, right?
No, Simba's probably just hanging out with you right now.
Okay.
Because he was talking to the chicken, and then you talked to him, and then you guys went back to bed or whatever.
I want to cast a spell.
Okay.
I need to re-pull up the dice ruler.
Please let it be centipedes. Please let it be centipedes. Please let it be centipedes.
No, I just have to play an instrument for that.
Damn it.
8. Cool. So I cast Unseen Servant, and I'm just, as we're walking along, just going to be pulling the hats off of people and stuff like that with an invisible hand.
Okay. So you do that, but obviously, what do you want as your negative effect?
I'll lose the spell for the rest of the day.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So, I mean, some people will get kind of they're kind of oh, what? Oh, no. And
Man, the people in your city are weird.
Yeah. So now he brings you to this gate. There's a lift that lifts up to the gate, and then you would enter it. So you guys sort of load on the lift, and it raises up. And then he knocks on the door, and someone opens a slot, and he talks to them for a second. And then they start lifting the gate to the door. Now, as you guys start walking through, Clancy, as soon as you walk through, there's sort of almost like a siren noise, and some guards draw their weapons on you, and they say, "Are you currently casting magic?"
Huh.
Yes. No.
They can
Yes.
say, "We need you to disengage your magic right now, or we'll have to, take action."
Is his head always Magic Mike?
My head is in fact Magic Mike now. Fine. I guess I'll cancel the Unseen Servant.
Yeah. So Gray, you see this, and then Simba sort of nudges you and says, "Pops, I'm casting magic right now. Is that gonna happen to me?"
No, shut up. No, it's fine. Fine.
Okay.
Hey, I'm basically, I can cast some magic too, but no.
Yeah, but you're not currently casting it, but he is currently engaged in he's got magic going on. It's ongoing.
All right. I'm
just keep
what do I
going.
got to roll on causing a disturbance?
I
It
guess
depends on how I want to do it.
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
What if I run forward really quickly and feel like I tripped and knock these fuckers over and kind of roll out of the way, all looking very clumsy but really disrupting these guys?
I guess roll on Dex.
All right. Sweet. I am going to burn 2 of my holds for that, just so we're keeping track. I have 2 left.
Okay.
To make that a 10, so it's perfect. And my idea is to literally knock them on their asses really hard and then stumble but keep on walking, so it panics them, so they gotta chase me.
Okay. All right.
But it looks all accidental, so that way Simba can jump over the fucking wall or negate this thing so they're not looking.
Okay. All right.
I can do that.
So yeah. Okay. So well, first of all, Clancy, do you disengage your magic?
Just disengage your glint.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay. So yeah. So
11.
Mist, you start doing your sort of distraction business, and you do like knock them over, and then the guards that were escorting you start chasing after you as well. And they're like, "Wait, stop! Hold on, come back here."
All right.
And then Clancy, what are you doing?
I cast a spell magic on the alarm spell.
What does that do?
It rips it apart. The spell gets ended.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to stipulate that whatever that is, I'm assuming it's just some kind of obelisk.
Yeah.
That I trip my way into it and then fall on my ass on the ground, and then I immediately start apologizing.
Okay. All right.
Cry a little.
Roll some charisma on your apology.
Sure, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they think it's heartfelt. So okay, but Clancy, you cast your ability on the alarm, and it like sort of it rips apart and falls down, so there's a lot of confusion going on and stuff, and so I mean, do you tell somebody like it's okay to walk through now?
Yeah, tell him to go ahead and walk through now.
He's like okay, and then like as he's walking through, he's just kind of like looking up at it and whatever. So the rest of you make your way through. Gotran, what do you make of all this? Sitting,
I just smile and laugh because all you had to do is pay some peasants a few coins to create a bigger distraction. It would have been better.
So and
Peasant fights.
But yeah, I just follow along and I'm just smiling.
Yeah, cool. All right, so yeah,
Thunderdome.
you guys sort of make your way through, and then like so the guards are like, one of the guards is
Oh,
like,
is that the hole where the naughty children go?
I can't hear Joel anymore.
My dog has caused a disturbance, and my wife is trying to remove him, but he's being very obstinate.
Oh, okay. So two of the guards are like even trying to like help you up, because your apology is pretty, seems so sincere, and like you can't just be doing that, sir. You need to watch where you're going, and whatever. And your escort finally regroups with you, it's also.
I'm gonna rub my ankle before I stand up too, just to sell it. Okay,
all right. So yeah, okay. You guys sort of start carrying on through the town. This square is pretty packed with buildings. There's any number of shops and homes and businesses. I mean, there's sort of banking establishments, hair salons, you name it. Like anything you would see in a big city, like you're seeing that kind of stuff going along here. So you start getting back here, and you do notice that there's sort of this large building back here, and a little sort of square surrounding it. And then there's another like small market coming up here, so as they're getting up to the next sort of like gate, checkpoint, whatever it is, one of them sort of looks at Clancy and says, "Hey, you're not casting any more magic, are you?"
Only the magic of love.
He says, "We're going through another checkpoint, so just letting you know now."
The trip thing's not gonna work again.
So yeah, they get you to this next gate. Same business, knocks on the door, slides it, whatever. And then it's time to walk through. What are you guys gonna do?
I am just gonna look at Gray and shake my head a little bit and walk through the door.
I'll be fine. So
Yeah,
Simba-
you will be.
Can
I'd
I-
like to cast.
Can I
Simba will be.
distract the guard with charisma?
Well, you can distract the guards, but that's not going to help the alarm system that's built into the gates.
Nope.
Yes, it will.
Well,
the power
can
of
I
me.
distract away from Clancy breaking the sensor again?
I'm just saying I'm not doing shit. I'm sitting on the other side of the door. I'm not pulling it twice.
Yeah.
Hacker man.
They open the door and they sort of usher for you to go through. And so you want to start a conversation with the guards then?
Sure.
Okay, roll for it.
It's a decent conversation.
It's an okay conversation. You're getting like two guards out of 4 that are watching the gate, so they're paying you attention and they're talking to you.
Okay.
They're more or less. What are you talking to them about?
Just asking about the city.
Cool. So they don't particularly like elves, but they're like talking to you sort of out of general courtesy, social behavior, what have you. And so yeah, they're like, yes, it's the finest city in all of the world. They kind of as a little bit of a slight, they talk about the peasant-like forest city of the elves, and
I want to know about I mean, I'm not going to ask the guards, but personally, like, I saw that giant hole in the middle of the square, and I'm like, is that where they
So you would not have
throw
seen
the
that.
children?
You wouldn't have seen that because there's these
Oh,
walls.
I know. I was talking about from a game perspective.
Oh.
I'm like, is that where they throw children? Like, what's going on there?
That's where they throw the elves. No.
Well, you've never seen the movie 300?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're just like they're really just talking about how great the city is and how it's amazing and how it's this sort of
Yeah, of course they're being pompous. I'm feeding on that right now.
Yeah. So, and what are the rest of you? Just walking through?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
I'm gonna try and sneakily cast a spell.
Just spell magic.
Technically, if you did it on the other side of the door, would it go off? Because it
no.
only detects as you go under the door.
Right. If you have ongoing magic, it sort of detects it as you.
So
go
just
through.
cut that shit off and go to the other side and cast another fucking spell.
Yeah. So, oh, did you guys lose Derek?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, tonight's just rife of
I miss you.
problems.
I know.
All right, now that Mike's gone, let's draw some more dicks.
I'm still here.
Oh, damn, he's still here. Sorry, I got excited, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Postmodern dick.
You guys need to refresh.
Okay.
Derek,
I don't think he can hear us.
he's gone, and there he is.
Everybody's
He's
leaving.
gone.
Thumbs
I'm
up.
here.
Now he's staring at me seductively. That's hot.
His screen's just...
Uh-oh.
Right? I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I can't. There's a lot going.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. My XSplit is being dumb.
I can see and hear everyone except for Mike.
I'm here.
Okay, but I can see and hear everyone but Mike. Is that the
Oh no,
You can still hear me?
I can't see Godrin at all.
Yeah, man.
Oh no. We're still on stream.
Are we trying to get out of the city and keep going, or are we trying to figure out if there's something in the city, more or less?
I think this is...
So
you know what? I'll
we
take a
ended
vote
up
right
here.
now, and all of us should just get the fuck out of the city. That would derail Mike so hard.
I
can
can't
hear
even
you.
remember why we were supposed to come this direction, to be entirely honest. I think there's an orb supposed to be here.
Yeah, there's a orb in the treasure room, I think.
Danny,
But to be fair, even that's
Same.
not an overarching story.
no,
No,
Danny,
that's
we
enough for
came
me.
this way
That's
because
enough.
we had the
that
court
helps.
date.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
So that's just our main goal right now.
Okay.
Technically, this whole campaign is about just doing random shit and keeping it going for however long we can. But the orbs is one goal. There's a shit ton of crabs in the ocean on the far right.
I swear.
Yes.
Hello?
Mike is the only one I don't see. Yep.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
It's been slipped in our food. It's been tied to a bomb.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Angel of Kratos.
Can you guys hear me now?
The story really is just
No.
to get these freaking
Yes, you can.
orbs. And
I
no,
can
we
hear
can't
you. I can't see.
That's
We
fine.
can hear
That's
you.
agreed. I
Okay,
can't.
that helps. Thank you.
So, well, right now you guys are just trying to go to the market, right? That's what Mist was wanting to do.
No, we understand that.
Yeah, okay.
We're giving him the over arc.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm just trying to get.
He just wanted to know what the end game was so he could more focus his character.
There is no end game.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
pretty
end
much.
game is orbs.
Yeah. Well, that's the end game of this particular like.
I'm sure of that, but that's so far in the future that that's the end game right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the orbs is this year is the goal is to finish that up. I mean, you guys have the majority of the orbs as it is. Also, even though I was gone, we were still like live streaming when you guys started drawing the giant purple penis on the.
That wasn't a penis. That was an angel, man. And you can cut that,
That was
shit.
the god
I know
of
you
the
can.
triple ball.
The
So.
triple ball.
Anyways.
The
That's
third
Danny's
ball's
new
for scoring
tattoo.
key. Trust and believe. If someone else paid for it, I'd get that tattooed on me. I don't care.
Don't try this to me, Danny. I'm getting tax money back, and I get stupid with tax money.
So,
I will
Listen,
straight
as
up
long as it's
donate
something-
$300 to get the purple penis thing on you.
As long as it's something that's not gonna hyper offend people, like Hitler did nothing wrong or something, I don't care. Like,
okay. So, anyways, moving
I would
on.
have it
More
put on
than
the
half
inside
Hey,
of
I
his
know
leg.
somebody with a tattoo gun.
come
Danny,
on,
we're gonna
bring
do
it.
it on the inside of your leg, just below your shorts. So anytime you wear shorts, what's gonna
No,
happen?
no, you can even do it on the bottom of the leg where it's in full view, because I wear shorts all the time.
Okay, so we're gonna focus because it's gonna be like 10 minutes before I crap out again.
Mike,
Yeah,
I can't focus. Tonight's all messed up.
I know.
Anyways, while you were gone, I casted Dispel Magic without anyone finding out.
Sure, why not? That's freebie. You cast a spell, it breaks. The guards can't figure out why it broke. So the other two guards that we're talking were like, "Oh, what is that? What's going on?" So then they're checking out the thing, and then you guys sort of like pass through. So I need to move the thing. All right, cool. So you guys get to this area right here, and so the guard indicates so back here to where this like green topped building is. He says that's the finest market that as a non-royal you're gonna have access to.
WTF? There's another door, guy, and I point right here.
Yeah, he says that's really for like the royal family only.
What? There's an entire village just for the royal family? How many
It's-
fucking people are in this family?
It's descendants of the sort of the original royals. So there's any number of like descendants from dukes, cousins, aunts, uncles, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm not really going to argue it. I just want to go into the greenhouse then.
Yeah, okay. And is everyone just going into?
Sure.
Cool. Yeah.
I want to go visit this thing.
I'm going to walk up to him and tell me, I'm going to ask him, I'm like, what are your finest wares? I don't care what they are. Just tell me what they are.
Yeah. So as you walk in, there's it's almost like like a mall, so there's different shops within it. And so one shop looks like it's armory, and one shop looks like it's like weapons. There's another shop that is selling like food. There's another shop that's selling like clothing of just like fine wares. I mean, the type of stuff you would see in a mall, but like fantasy setting. There's a shop selling potions, so all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna head to the instrument shop.
Okay. So
I'm
if you guys start peeling off, like a guard will go with you each.
fine.
So,
I am literally asking the guy that I think runs the place, what's his most expensive shit?
which shop?
Don't care. They can't all independently operate. Someone's got to run them all.
Okay, well, there's not like a guy like sitting there like, I own this place. Welcome to the place that I own. Like I said, it's like a mall. You walk in a mall and there's shops.
Are you telling me that there's nobody that runs this place and I can pick off whatever I want?
There's each shop has people in them running them. Think about a mall. You know how like a mall is, right?
Oh, there's different shops.
Yeah, when you walk into a mall, there's not like the owner of the mall standing there welcoming you to the mall, is he now?
Well, that's disappointing.
I feel like I
That's
could
why
ask
malls are
someone at the
dying.
mall that works at the mall and they could tell me everything that's in the mall.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Where's the
security.
You Are Here map?
So you walk in the barber shop and you're like, hey, what's the most expensive thing here?
Michael, I look around trying to find a shady character so I can try to start getting in touch with the underworld of the city.
Okay, cool. So way in the back, well, actually, roll. There's a thing that thieves have to like get the thing they need, isn't there?
I'm not a thief.
Oh, okay,
I'm
that's
just
right.
I'm just
Are you a warrior?
I'm just I'm just
Okay.
connected to the underworld.
Roll wisdom. Yeah. So there's a coffee shop in the back. It's called The Darkest Roast.
oh my god, I can't.
Nice.
And they look pretty seedy back there. So you start making your way back there. So Mist, you're just asking a random person what's the most expensive thing in the mall?
I'm asking them what their most precious and expensive items are. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the guy says,
Where's your good magical items?
yeah. So there's an accessory shop, and he says, probably the most expensive things are in there because there's some like possibly some magically enchanted like, accessories.
All right. Well, I'm going to the accessory shop.
All right. And then Clancy, what are you doing?
Going to the instrument shop.
Okay, you're in the instrument shop. Melody, what are you doing?
I would like to
Going to the black goo shop.
discern realities on like something that could be very useful to me, like just kind of seeing which store kind of calls to me.
Okay.
I find nothing.
You found the animal calls store.
The what?
You
Store for animal calls.
I'd be cool with that.
you feel very drawn to the barbershop. Yeah.
Does the barber have any enchanted items?
No, you in the barbershop and they sit you down to cut your hair.
I don't want this.
Because you rolled a 6. Gray, what are you doing?
I don't know. What other shops are there around?
I mean, there's a food court.
We're
There's-
always eating.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's an armory. There's battlements.
I bet there's a pet shop.
I love a pet shop, but
Yeah.
I'm in a barber chair.
Yeah, there's not a pet shop here. That you would find more of that kind of stuff on the outer rim of the wall, where like the farmer type people live.
I need to go where there's some magical items.
Yeah, that'd probably also be the accessory shop.
Okay,
I'm
accessory
sure
shop.
that dwarves have dogs.
Yeah, but this may not be the place to find things for that. I mean, they might have like wolves, but anyways.
Oh, that'd be sweet. I'm gonna go find a wolf.
Yeah. All right.
I'm right here. I heard that.
So you're also to the accessory shop, all right? So, Godwin, you get back to the darkest roast, and there's a guy behind the counter. You can see that he's got some like underworld type tattoos on his arm. So what do you want to say to him?
I just want to say them. So if we're ask him who's in charge of the crime of the city. Who gives him the most trouble in the city? What? Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Roll some charisma and we'll see how Yeah. So he looks at you and he says, I ain't seen you around here. Where you coming from?
Tell him I'm coming from the Bitterforge complex.
Bitterforge. And he spits. And he says, it's you lot got me locked up one time. I ain't dealing with you.
I headbutt him in the face. Try to take out some of it.
Roll an attack roll. Yeah.
Solid headbutt.
Yeah, roll some damage.
We're not trying to kill him. We're just trying to incapacitate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, yeah. So you get him a decent little bonk. And he's like, "Oi!" He says, "What you do that for?"
I said, "Tell me, or we'll get more." Forehead tastes good, doesn't it?
He's like, "Maybe you buy something. I help you out."
I pick his tooth off the ground and tell him I'll buy that.
He says, "That'll be 500 silver."
I'll tell him it's worth 50.
Huh?
I'll give him 50 for it.
He looks at it and he says, "So what are you asking again?"
Who's the crime family involved?
He says, "Well, I can't rightly give you a name out here in the open. I can tell you where to go."
I put his tooth up to his ear and say, whisper it to me.
He says, "Whatever beating you can dole out pales in comparison. If I were to, openly speak the name of those people, I can tell you where to go."
I quite didn't follow that.
So he's basically telling you, that they would do far worse to him than you would, if he, were to speak their name aloud. But he can tell you, where to go to get a contact.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tell him that'll work.
Okay. So he indicates to you that sort of back in the slums. Oh, come on now. Move. Yep. Gonna crash again. It's gonna happen.
Are you really?
Yay.
There we go. All right.
Quick, draw dicks.
Yeah. So he tells you that in the slums, there's sort of a it looks like a sort of like a stable building. So this here is what he's describing. You can see that.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he says that's a place where you can get a contact to find what you're looking for. So then, Mist, you while they're out there having their conversation, you walk into the accessory shop, and there's a pretty fancy, older-looking dwarf behind the counter. There's a lot of, you can see rings and bracelets. There's a handful of cloaks in the room. There's some belts, headbands, that kind of stuff. So what do you say? Can't hear you.
All the problems.
Is your microphone dead? Can you guys hear him? And nobody else can hear you.
No.
Do. Nothing. Yeah, man. This is the technological difficulties are reigning supreme tonight.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty great night for technical difficulties.
Yeah. The technical difficulties rolled a 20. Or typing, maybe? So, Gray, you walk into the accessory shop and you see Miss doing sign language.
Oh, interesting.
You're pretty sure it might be gang signs.
Ah,
We'll
Yeah, this is really the best time to use this background.
yeah, well, yeah, I see. So we'll cut away while Miss is conversing with the shop owner.
Oh, he says, "Show me your best."
Show me your breasts. Well, I mean, he lifts his shirt. He takes a look at you, and obviously you're not a dwarf, and he he's taking you in, taking stock of you, and he says, "I can tell you're a man of discretion. And I can tell a man who can get what he wants. I hesitate to serve you because I don't want my name tied to the things you might do. What assurances do I have?"
He's gonna offer you the never-ending chamber pot.
I've got money, bitch.
Do you just slap it down on the table? Like, fistful of gold? Yeah. All right. He kind of looks at it, and he pulls out a little eyepiece, and he looks down at it, and he says, "Yes." He says, "Well, let's see what I have here. I have this cloak. Say this is a Cloak of Defense. It says takes a little while to charge it, but you can use it about once a day, and it will shield you from any one attack when engaged. It's pretty nice wear I've got here." He says, "Also, I've got this ring right here. It's a set of 2 rings. They're 2-way communication rings. You put one on, someone else puts the other one on. You can communicate as far as 1 mile in distance." He says, "And then over here, I've got this amulet. This amulet allows you to change your gender for up to 30 minutes.
Yes, buy it. I would like to see werewolf titties, please.
was this all me or his?
No, this is Miss, but you're walking in as this conversation's happening, so you're hearing some of this. It says, yes. Well, the cloak, that's going to be 75 gold for the cloak. The 2-way rings, it's 30 gold per ring. You might ask, why wouldn't I just get them both? Well, sorry, that's the way it is. Then he says, and for the gender amulet, that'll be 100 gold. He says, well now, quite the spender, sir. He says, okay then, you have a deal? And he sort of like gathers the items and puts them in a very nice bag made of fine silk, and it's got like the logo of his shop on it. And he says, is this a gift? He says, well then. He says, and as you walk out, he sort of like sees Gray, and he says, are you with him?
No.
He says, and Gray, I mean, you don't look fancy in any way, and I mean, you're muscly and sort of callousy, and You might have lovely hair, but that's about it. And then Simba is standing beside you, and he says, "We don't serve peasants in here."
Motherfucker, if you ever call me a peasant again.
He says, "Oh no." He says, "Well, your dress would suggest otherwise."
It doesn't matter. That's nice. What do you got?
He says, "I have fine wares."
Okay, do tell.
He says, "What are you looking for?"
What do you have?
He says, "Well, I mean, I just sold some very nice items to that gentleman. Let's see what I have over here." And he's like looking through stuff, and he says, "Let's see, for one is yourself. I have let's see." And he remembers. He says, "Oh yes, here. I have the tankard of holding. This tankard will hold, not an unlimited supply of liquid, but certainly will hold up to 30 gallons of liquid, even though it looks like it holds a pint."
I pull out my staff and start it just pouring water constantly on his floor. Give me something better. I don't need it.
He's like, "Sir, stop disrupting the shop. I will."
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. This holds wait a minute. This holds infinite amount of water. Anyway, I don't need 30 gallons of water.
It holds 30 gallons of any liquid.
Any liquid?
Yeah. So the guard you're with, like,
Okay.
kind of like, puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "Please stop, sir."
All right. He called me a peasant.
He says, "I'm sorry for that, sir. You have to realize your appearance certainly lends to that assumption."
Oh, well. Do tell.
So the guy says, "Sir, I will show
What
you
else
more.
you got?
I will show you more of my wares, but I must ask that you be civilized."
Call me a peasant, but that's okay. All right. I am sorry.
He says, "Okay, moving on then."
Really?
And so he says, "I have a fine collection of bracelets here. Let's see, this bracelet here, it allows you to get a full night's sleep in 1 hour."
The fuck am I going to do with that?
Get fully rested.
I want that in real life.
What
Where's that bracelet?
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do
He
with
says, "Well, maybe this." He says, "Let's see." He rummage through, and he has. He says, "You have fine hair. I have this hair clip."
that? If you give me or try to sell me one more useless fucking item,
You didn't even hear what the hair clip did.
a hair clip. What's the hair clip do?
He says, "Yes. Well, this hair clip sets your hair on fire, but it doesn't burn." It doesn't burn